Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Brewing Business Show. This is a space dedicated to the craft beer industry and entrepreneurs who wants to learn more about mindset, health, wealth, business, and of course, beer. I'm your host, Pedro Meneses, and before we start, I just want to make sure you buckle up, crack open a cold one, and get ready to hear some life-changing information. Cheers! Yeah, so welcome back everybody to episode 29 of the Brewing Business Show. Guys, if this is your first time, be sure to check out the previous episodes and do me a favor and leave me a review on iTunes so you can help more people to find the show. And guys, I think today we have a really special episode, because the force of average is being beating my ass all day long, man. First, my guest for this week couldn't make it because he has some other stuff that came out, which is completely fine. Sometimes we need to take care of things. Sometimes not everything is under our control, so it's very important to understand that. It's very important to, be okay when things have to shift a little bit in your day, in your week, or whatever the hell is going on. But he's coming back next week, and that's going to be interesting. So in the meantime, I decided to make an episode on my own again because, I think at the end of the day, there's a lesson behind all this. If you can see, I'm recording this from my phone today because, again, the force of average has been trying to beat me today. It's trying to make me fail today, but that is something that I'm not going to fucking allow, So I'm recording this from my phone because also Facebook is down for some reason. I couldn't connect Zoom to Facebook. Zoom is failing and Facebook what's failing right now on my computer is giving me some errors and all that stuff. Even on my phone, it was giving me some problems, but I finally figured out this shit on my phone. And here I am live because, no matter what comes your way, or that's what I believe at least, no matter what comes my way, it's not going to stop me from achieving the things that I have planned for this week. It's not going to stop me from not delivering a new episode of my podcast for this week. So here I am. And I think it's also a great opportunity to talk about that, I think this episode can be a great example of no matter what happens out there, no matter what happens on a daily basis, no matter what happens on your business, in your family, in whatever situation life puts on your way, you cannot just simply give up, man. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. You have to get the shit done, And this is what I want to talk to you about in this episode. Again, next we're going to come back with another great guest, and you guys be ready because he's going to bring the fire, and it's going to motivate, and it's going to shift everything in your mind so you can thrive not only in your business, but in your personal life as well. But let's use this as an example today of what's going on, okay? Let's paint the picture of the situation in my life this week, or at least in the podcast, because everything else in my life right now has been going great. There's been some adversity, of course, but you know what? I don't see that as a problem. I see that as an opportunity to become better, to grow myself, to become wiser, to get more knowledge and become better than everything that I can do. So what happened this week, right? Like I was saying at the beginning, guys, Facebook just lost her shit. Zoom lost its shit. Some complications didn't allow to bring my guest to this week. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing and delivering the things that I committed myself over 6 months ago to deliver once a week to this group, to the podcast audience, to the YouTube channel audience, to everybody who follows this show. I have a commitment and I have to, no matter what happens, I need to find the way to deliver my commitments on a daily basis. And I'm not talking only about this show. I'm talking about everything else, like with my customers, with my clients, with my friends, with my family, with everything that is involved in my life. I always have to deliver when I commit to something. And that's the lesson that I want to share with you today, because, man, to be honest with you, probably 10 years ago, if this shit would happen to me, probably will be just like, you know what, fuck it. I just call it a day. Made a post saying, guys, sorry, there's not going to be episode this week because, there were some complications and my guest couldn't make it or whatever the case may be, right? But that will be 10 years ago, but not today. And the reason why that's not going to be the same case today is because I have shifted my mind and I have improved my mindset, and that's what makes the difference between winning and losing in life. Because, especially in 2020, guys, we see a lot of people these days just giving up. I know that this is a very, very complicated year. There's a lot of shit going on, but There's always an opportunity in the midst of whatever circumstances you are right now. There's always that opportunity for you to thrive, for you to find a solution, for you to find options. You have options available, but the problem is that you're focused so much in the fucking problem that you cannot see the solutions available around you. But when you stop focusing on the freaking problems or whatever you're facing in your company, in your brewery, in your business, in your family, in your faith, in your fitness, in your health, whatever the problem is that you're facing, there's always an opportunity available for you to thrive, to find solutions, and to get over it and actually be a champion, But everything starts hitting your mind. Like I said before, if this shit that happened to me couple of years ago, it wouldn't be a different story. I will be doing this live video right now, but I have a commitment, man. And this is very important, because when you are committed to deliver the things that you promise yourself or your audience, your clients, or your family that you will deliver, no matter what the fuck is going on around your world, everything can be falling apart. The fucking entire world can be set on fire, but you still have to go out there and deliver everything that you promise. And that's what makes the difference between a fucking mediocre business owner and entrepreneur to someone that is a complete successful in every area of its life. So I want you to think about that, because that is a very important lesson, especially right now that we are the last quarter of the year almost. Yeah, I believe so. I don't even know. Anyway, but man, we have an important time right now in front of us. We have things in front of us right now, that opportunities that you can be the only one to decide to take the opportunities that comes your way, but just because they come wrapped in problems, just because they come wrapped in hardship and tribulations and stuff like that, it doesn't mean that they're not a gift. So what I want you to do today is I want you to take inventory of the things that you're experiencing right now in your life, right? So for example, maybe you're facing some issues in your brewery or your business, whatever the case may be, right? I know it's hard. And sometimes it's hard when you have so much pressure on you. But you have to set yourself apart in order for you to clear your mind, clear your vision, and start looking for those things that you really want to attract in your life, because you get everything that you focus on. If you're focused on problems, guess what? You're going to attract more problems. If you focus on the lack of sales and the lack of business that you're producing right now, and the lack of customers coming to you, and the lack of leads coming into your pipeline, if you're focusing on the lack of things, you're only going to attract more of that, more of the lack of things. So you have to shift your mind. You have to change the mentality. You have to change the focus, because when you focus on what you lack, you're going to keep lacking those things that you want to attract into your life and into your business. Which takes me to another point right now. For example, when you stop focusing on the good, on the bad things, you start focusing on the solutions, right? You're going to start attracting more of that. You're going to find solutions. You're going to have clear vision. You're going to have clear focus and find the things that you really need to focus on so you can keep moving forward with your life and your business, with your family, whatever it is. But you have to also understand that not all the time, man, the life is just gonna come and like, hey, here's the solution. Here's the thing that is gonna fix your life, your problems. Hey, take it. Most of the time, it doesn't come this way. Most of the time, your provision, your gift, that solution, that little tweak that you need in your life to change your business and to change your life is gonna come wrapped in problems. It's gonna come wrapped in tribulations. It's gonna come wrapped in hardships. It's gonna come wrapped in things trying to bring you down. But there's nothing wrong about it, because sometimes, for example, if you're somebody who is trying to be more responsible for your life, right? And you asking God or the higher power you believe in, the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? And you're asking for to learn to be more responsible with your life. Do you think that responsible is going to show up in your mind and in your body, and then next day you're going to wake up and take responsibility for everything in your life? Or do you think life is going to put more troubles in front of you so you can deal with it, so you can develop the discipline and the responsibility that you need so you can accomplish your fucking goals? Which one do you think is going to come first? You think it's going to come just like that? Like, oh, here's a gift. Santa's going to bring me a fucking gift. It's going to bring me my responsibility and all my problems are going to go away? Or do you think life is going to give you more problems so you can fucking develop the skills that you need to be successful? So you can develop the mindset, the knowledge, and the strategies that you need to be successful in every area of your life. Think about it, man. And that's the problem we see, especially in 2020, especially during the past decade, or with social media and all this bullshit. People want instant gratification, instant solutions. People want things easy. Man, life is not easy. It's beautiful. Yes, it's amazing. I love life, but it's not easy. Most of the time, the way you're going to be able to fix your problems, the way you're going to be able to fix your business, the way you're going to be able to take your life to the next level, your health, your finances, your business, the way you build relationship with your employees, with your vendors, everybody around you, man, is going to be through hardship. It's going to be through tribulation. It's going to be through different tests that life is going to put your way, It's like, I don't know about you, but I remember that I always listen, when since I was a kid, since I was a teenager, people always, you gain the experience out there in the marketplace. You don't get the experience in the classroom, And it was true, When I remember when I was in college, I spent maybe 3-4 years of my life in college. It was a fucking waste of time, man. And I noticed that even when I was in college, because I remember when I was in college, in the middle of college, it was when I started, or I had my first attempt on trying to start a business. I was going for marketing school, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I was studying marketing in college. I don't remember the name of the career, but anyway, I was in fucking college. And I started my own business, my first little business, when I was in college. And after a couple months, I noticed that the things that I started learning from dealing with other people, the things that I started learning with trying to sell my services and all that kind of stuff, they were giving me more experience than everything that I was learning in fucking school, So I said, why in the fuck I need to go to fucking college when everything that I just learned dealing with some clients the past 2 months, how to design this and that and how to build a strategy, whatever the case was, just gave me more experience and knowledge than going to this fucking school that is just teaching me the same shit over and over again. So what's the point to be in a classroom that is not teaching me what I need in life to be successful, what I need in life to grow my business, to what I need in life to be a good husband in the future, whatever the case was back then, So I was like, why in the fuck I need all this when this is not giving me the experience that I need? It's giving me the knowledge, which is amazing, I've been learning shit here and there, but I've been able to gain more knowledge by being out there in the marketplace, grinding, pushing, learning, fucking things up, getting into some troubles here and there because I probably missed something or missed a quote or didn't do something right for the client or whatever the case may be, It's like I was learning more from that, from the actually being fucking sitting in a fucking classroom, And the reason why I use that example is because that's pretty much how everything in life is, Like we want to read the books, we want to listen to the podcast all the time. We want to hire mentors and we want people to tell us how to do things, how to do marketing, how to generate leads, how I can grow my business, how I can sell more and all this kind of stuff. Like we want to get all this knowledge. We want to get all this information, but all that information is useless unless you do something, all that information is useless unless you take action, unless you put it into practice and you apply it in every area of your life. None of that knowledge that you can gain, is going to be worth it. It's going to be useful if you don't fucking apply it. But in the process, when you start applying those things that you learn, you're going to have more lessons. You're going to fail and you're going to fuck things up. And it's okay, That's completely fine. There's nothing wrong about it. That is something that you also need to change in your mind. The way you see your circumstances when you do something wrong. Because, behind every mistake that you make, there's a lesson. There's something that have to be learned. There's something that if you don't learn, if you don't pay attention to that lesson, you're not going to be able to grow and go to the next level. And the reason why you need to go through that lesson, sometimes we need to go through those hardships and those challenges in life is because those are the things that are going to give us the knowledge to be ready to beat the shit out of the giant in this level so you can go to the next level. One of my mentors in his book talk about it, how life is pretty much like a video game. Every video game, if you play Call of Duty or any of that shit, or I don't remember, not Call of Duty, what was the name of this one? Whatever, even, I don't know, but about video games, right? Like when you have different levels and at the end of each level, there's the big badass dude that you needed to beat, right? Throughout the whole level, you always needed to fight some people to go through the level and kill everybody and shooting and kicking ass and all that stuff. But then when you got to the final boss of that level, right? You didn't know exactly how he will beat the shit out of you, and or how you couldn't beat him, right? But you learn through the entire level all the knowledge and all the skills that you needed so you can have everything in your hands to beat that final boss, right? And that's pretty much how life is, you know? Like, if you don't allow yourself to go through all the hardship that you're going right now during your journey in this level that you find yourself in, if you're not willing to fight, if you're not willing to fail, to start all over again, to pivot, to find different solutions, to like, if this doesn't work, I go back to the whiteboard, you know, and change my strategy, change my whatever I need to change, and find a way to get where I want to go. If you don't allow yourself to fight this through your journey, you're not going to be ready to actually face the final boss that every level of life have. Because if you cannot go to the next level unless you beat this guy, unless you're ready to go to the next level. But if you don't have what it takes, don't expect to move in life. Don't expect to become better. Don't expect to make more money. Don't expect to have a better family. Don't expect to have better health and be in a better shape if you're not willing to put in the work. And like I said before, most of the time when you put in the work, most of the things that you need in life to teach you to become better, they're going to come wrapped in problems. They're going to come wrapped in hardship. They're going to come wrapped in different things that are going to try to take you out. They're going to try to bend you to your knees and keep you there if you fucking allow it. But when you are aware of this, when you are aware that sometimes your gift comes wrapped in problems, then you're ready to understand that, okay, why is this happening? There's something behind this that I need to learn. There's something happening here. Like, there's something behind all these problems that I'm facing right now with this client. There's something that I need to learn. This is an opportunity for me. This is not a problem. This is a fucking opportunity right now coming, knocking at my door so I can get ready to move forward. When you start looking at shit in that way, that's when your life is going to start shifting. That's when everything around you is going to start becoming better. That's when you're going to start growing your business. That's when you're going to start growing your life. That's when you're going to become a better leader, a better employee, or a better boss, or whatever the fuck you're doing with your life, you know? A better husband, a better spouse, a better father or mother, or whatever it is, you know? It's not until you change that perspective and say like, fuck, man, I'm dealing with all this bullshit, but you know what? I know there's a lesson behind it. This is the reason why I'm dealing with this, you know? I know that when I face these problems is because something is telling me that I need to start getting ready to go to the next level, because that next level is coming soon. But I cannot move forward. I cannot cross the door to the next level unless I have what it takes to be in that next level, you know? So when you start looking at your problems from that perspective, that's when shit's gonna start shifting in your life. So I want you to think about it, man. And I want you to take the time over the rest of the week to actually start looking at your life and start realizing if every time you have a problem coming into your life, how are you dealing with that shit? Are you just crawling in the corner and start crying and bitching about how life is unfair to you and all that bullshit? Or are you actually taking action and taking advantage of every fucking problem you have in your life to go to the next level? So those are the things that you really need to think about it. Like, be serious about your fucking life, man. Be serious about the things that you want. Be serious about what exactly do you want, because when you get that clarity in your mind and then you get ready and you know that whatever you want to go in life, you're going to have to face shit, but it's for a purpose. It's for a benefit in your life. Unless you don't fucking deal with your problems, you're never going to be able to grow. So I wanted to share that with you this week, man, guys, because I had that in my heart to share, you know, and it was some of the things that we are going to be talking next week with my guest. You know, he's going to bring the fire too. He's have a lot of experience. But like I said before, use this episode as an example that no matter what happened, no matter what circumstances life throw at you, no matter if the entire fucking Facebook platform and Zoom just stop working out of fucking nowhere, find a solution to fucking do something, you know? So this is the reason why I'm doing this. Like I said at the beginning, I'm recording this from my fucking phone because my guest couldn't make it. You know, he has something that I have to take care of, which is completely fine. You know, fucking life happens. And then, I mean, I guess it was meant to be because, you know, Facebook is failing. Zoom is failing. I couldn't make this shit live. I had to do it from my phone. And but I'm here. I show up. And I show up because, you know what? I'm on a fucking mission. And I'm in a fucking mission to become the most elite version of myself. And I cannot be that elite version of myself unless I do the fucking work. Unless I remove the fucking excuses and show up no matter what, no matter the circumstances. You can fucking cut my leg right now. I'm still gonna fucking show up. You know why? Because I have a fucking mission. And that's the message that I want to share with you guys. No matter what are the circumstances, show up, fucking own your problems, own your circumstances, and fucking fix them, because nobody's gonna come and fix shit for you. It is your responsibility. Anything, your goals, whatever you want to accomplish in life, depends on you. Not in the fucking government, not in your fucking parents, not in your fucking spouse, not on your fucking child. Depends on you. Not even depends on God, because God gives you the opportunities, but it's you that has to take action if you want to move forward with life. So I hope you guys, I hope this message helped you guys today, and I hope this inspires you too, and help you realize that there's nothing wrong with having problems in life, to going through dark times, because those are the times that make you stronger. Those are the times that make you better, but only if you have the right mentality, because if you have a victim mentality, nothing is gonna really fucking change in your life. So I hope this helped you today. I hope this inspires you. Apologize that we couldn't do the episode with our guest this week, but like I said before, shit happens. But use this, please. Use this as an example that no matter what, you have to show up. And that's something that is going to change your life, and it's going to change the way you think. It's going to make you feel even better with yourself, like no matter how much pressure you have in life, you just fucking keep going. Never give up, or never make the fucking excuses. So I hope you guys like this short, kind of different episode today. And if you like it, make sure you share it with somebody. Put it in a DM, a text message, an email. Share it on social media. Help us spread the word. And the reason why I'm asking for that, man, is because when you help share this podcast, when you leave a 5-star reviews, when you share it with somebody, you just help this platform to show and suggest the podcast to other people that haven't heard about the Brewing Business Show. So please do that for me. That's the only thing I ask you. I don't pitch you on anything. I don't try to sell you shit on this show. I just try to bring value to you in your life and share my experience, and also the experience of my guest, so that I can help you to take different pieces of information that you can actually apply in your life and in your business and your health, in any single area of your life. So I hope you guys are doing great. In the meantime, be safe, keep working hard, and cheers. See you on the next episode. Hey guys, thank you for watching. This show was brought to you by the Marketing Brewing Company, an industry-leading marketing provider and coaching firm. If this episode have provided you with valuable information for you and your business, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you know somebody who needs to hear this, share it with them. Send me a text message, a DM, put it on social media, whatever you can do to spread the word. And lastly, if you're a brewery owner ready to take your business to the next level, make sure you head to marketingbrewingco.com and fill out the form to get started and get your free assessment of your current marketing and sales strategies. I will see you guys for the next episode. In the meantime, cheers.